Good morning, my fellow vloggers. I'm not quite sure what's on the agenda for today, apart from lots of running up and down the stairs as usual. The clients should have moved in to the Chelsea house predominantly over the weekend. Today is sort of the last main day, so hopefully everything will be sorted as much as is possible to get them through the door. The next issue is going to be all the other little tidy up bits, that's extra sort of bits of handles, little niggling bits, and of course the joinery. I've already put a call in to the joiner, so he's getting things sorted and back on track, but I need to know dates and I need to know times. Only then will I and the client feel comfortable. But it's a nice morning here in London. The sun is up, the birds are singing, and it's actually quite warm. Unusual for October. Let's get started with the day. So here are all the boxes packed up here in the main reception room. Some empty boxes just there, ladders and sofa, and also here is the lighting. This is the floor lighting. Now these are obviously the beam that goes directly up and into the hallway. The pendant is there along with the directional spotlights. That's all looking good. And into the cloakroom. So we have, that's the soap dispenser's got to go on there. So this is the basin, which is looking quite smart. And obviously the black tap, that's on there. And if we spin round, you'll see where the loo is. That's the cistern. And we've got one coat on the back plate there. That's the Gerberit touch plate, looking nice and secure. And we have lining paper on here. We've yet to put on the House of Hackney wallpaper, so that's the lining paper, and that's the vent up there, ready for the extractor fan to be right outside. So here is the banister, looking really nice. It's just got its first lot of colour on, so it's sort of stained, so it's a very matte finish at the minute, and you can see going up the banister there the richness of the colour, which is great. And the stairs themselves, this is where the runner's going to be, so you can see we've painted around the edges, which is what you will see, and then here in the middle, this strip here is what you won't see, so that will all be covered up. And as you turn the corner, the last remaining bit of runner will go up these steps to this first floor landing. This is the little girl's room, which is all looking good. See, she's moved in here quite well, lots of pink, good to see. And into the master bedroom. Now these two lights here, let's just have a bit of a test and make sure they all work, because they are on dimmer switches. Yes, that's all looking good. Make them a little bit lighter and darker, just to see those goes up. These are by Astro. It's a very well-known lighting company. They're looking good. And the little boys' room also looking quite neat and tidy here with everything in. And the guest room, of course, has its bed against here. This is the length of it against the chimney breast, slightly larger than I would have liked it to have been. And now that the bed is in, we can see the magnificent headboard here. This is Pierre Frey, and it has a matching base, which is bought separately. So everything is matching, very nice and smart. And you can see here, this is the close-up of the headboard, and you can see how it is piped. That's piping all the way along there. That keeps everything neat and tidy. Very smart. Just left the Chelsea house. Been busy unpacking books, toys, and every single kind of box all day. At the same time, other little bits and bobs are going on. So the utility room has had a couple of conversations about it. We don't seem to have as much space as we want, but we are trying to fit in a small worktop as well as the washing machine and dryer, which are going to be stacked on top of each other. So this is taking a little bit of time. Into this midst is the new job which I showed you not so long ago. The next project some of the drains need to be sorted out in that particular property. So as I have the key, someone has just contacted me. Now luckily I'm only 15 minutes away, so I'm hot-footing it up there right now to go and let the drainage engineer in. Then I'm going back to the Chelsea job to sort out more boxes. I think there's quite a few in there actually that still need to be done. Meanwhile, we're clearing up the reception room of the carpet so that we can pull up the Correx from the floor and the clients can start putting things down like the sofa. Very busy day, another physical day, and it's really quite close here. We've actually had remnants, which I think you know of, or we know about, of Hurricane Ophelia. And this is what we're getting at the moment. Also onto this is the Reading job. I've just been dealing with the client about things that are going on there, which is good. So she's made a decision on the desk, so that's going to be a lovely corner desk. I've got one just like it, so I know it very well, so that'll be going in. I need to speak to the manufacturers about that because we need to do a little bit of a special order on it. So more on that later when I get round to the Reading job. They have their sideboard coming in. Their sideboard, I'll show you a picture of this. It's actually a really nice sideboard, so I'm hoping that will be delivered on Thursday. That's the plan for that. Other than that, lots of other different things. The dresser that's being sold, that's hopefully being picked up in a couple of weeks' time because it needs 2 people to get it downstairs, and as you know, it's in the master bedroom at the moment. So lots going on, 3 or 4 different properties at the same time, all at different stages. The Primrose Hill job was also looking at furniture for the moment. Remember, they need a TV stand, so I'm actually looking at a TV stand for them at the moment. This is why I'm very frazzled, the state of me. This is what happens. It's not all glamour, as they say. It's really quite close here because of Hurricane Ophelia. It's really warm, unseasonably warm. I'd even go as far as to say it's actually quite humid, which is quite something. The sky is really quite strange. It probably won't look anything on video, but it's almost like it's like a pale orange. It's really quite strange, but I quite like the heat, so I'm not going to complain.